What is up, guys? Welcome into a brand new video. Now, every Monday we usually make a cricket gaming news, cricket news video. This one is slightly different, as you can tell by the title. Before we do get into what's happened, guys, if you could leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already. It does massively help out the channel. Let's see what's happened and get straight into it. So, I went to record my usual cricket news video that I do every Sunday night to go live Monday morning, and I went to check the latest patch notes from Cricket 24. So I thought I'd look up Big Ant Studios Twitter as I usually do, and I saw this. I have been blocked by Big Ant Studios and Ross Simons. I'll show you Ross as well. There we go. Also blocked by Ross as well. Now, I have made Cricket 24, Cricket 22, even Cricket 19 content. I didn't really post it on TikTok, so not a lot of people followed me from that. But I've played the last 3 games, and I've got a fair few views. I think I've probably got, I'd say, somewhere around 10 million on TikTok, probably 1 million on Instagram. Probably, I think it's about 2.5 million on YouTube now. That's quite a few views on this game. I would love to know how many people have bought this game and found this game from the content that I have made. Now, I don't want to kind of give myself too much credit, because at the end of the day, they make the game and make it available to buy. The thing that is a bit of a kick in the teeth is to then be blocked by the game dev and the CEO of the game development company. That hurts a little bit. Okay, I've put a lot of time and effort into this game, and there is points where I could have played another game, but I love cricket, I love gaming. I can't help that. I really can't. But to see this on a Sunday night and think, do you know what? I don't know why I bother. I really don't know why I do. I mean, the amount of people that ask me on streams or in YouTube videos or different things like that. I mean, I make a monthly video of whether it's worth it to buy Cricket 24, and most months I say yes. Okay, the last month gone by I said no, and there's one soon to be out for 6 months' time, and that one now might be slightly different. The game itself is relatively good. I just think it could be so much better. I don't necessarily want to blame any of the developers, because everyone that I've talked to from Big Ant have been very nice and very welcoming with ideas. I've had no direct kind of communications with Ross. He doesn't respond to any of the tweets that I've sent to him. I would like to have him on a video and discuss what I think should change about the game, and he can tell me why that can't happen or it's going to happen in the future. But I'm sure he won't ever respond to this video or come back to me at all with any of the queries that I do have and have publicly put on Twitter and YouTube and TikTok and various forums that I have and have built up through my, I think 2 years now of playing Big Ant cricket games. So I believe this is the tweet that got me in, let's say, some hot water. So it was from a Twitter profile called the Cricket 20 Community Professional or something like that. I don't know. He's now blocked me. He's the person that, I don't know if you've seen him on Twitter. He's making... I don't want to imply what he's doing, but he's very, very pro Big Ant on Twitter and says very nice things about the company, and has been in Discords that I've also been in. So he tweeted out saying, don't tweet at Big Ant or Ross to put the CSK and RCB licenses in the game. Tweet at RCB and CSK to have themselves put in the Big Ant, which is fine. And I was probably feeling slightly upset after there was 3 drop catches in a row off of Sandy's bowl into the wicketkeeper, and then there was a catch at the end of it. I said, at Virat Kohli, can you make protein for me and the career mode changes the Big Ant said that they were going to do and release, and those Ashes cutscenes that we never got? Oh, and the overhauled fielding system that still doesn't really work, that needs fixing too. slightly sarcastic, I have to admit, at the time. Now, these are things that have always annoyed me and things that I have said from day one of the game coming out that they should have had on release. And if we look at Big Ant's website, if you click on Big Ant's website and go to Cricket 24, you will see this. You will see that you are getting, for the Ashes, you're getting Cricket 24 will be the biggest rivalry. There will be the biggest rivalry in cricket. The Ashes detailed cutscene put the user into a moment of as gamers get the chance to play out their very own Ashes journey. I have never seen an Ashes detailed cutscene. If I'm wrong, please tell me, but I've never ever seen that. Official licenses, over 200 players with full, whatever that word says, I can never pronounce it, including the Pakistan Super League. Now, we never got an update for the Pakistan Super League, and that has been and gone. Now, I know that there might have been travel issues because Pakistan isn't necessarily the easiest place to go to, but I'm sure you could add the correct sponsors to the kits and different things like that. I know there's been a couple of updates for the PSL, but not enough. A lot of people wanted at least some updated rosters. So I'm surprised why that hasn't come up. Again, I don't know what the reason is. That's why I'm asking Ross to come in and talk to me and why I can find out what's actually happening. Career mode, follow your journey from club cricketer all the way to the international stage, developing your skills and growing your fan base as you hone your craft to become the next big thing in cricket. Cricket 24 gives you more control to determine your destiny, becoming a short form hero, focusing on the test team, or trying to balance both on your way to cricketing stardom. I haven't seen any of that. It's pretty much the Cricket 22 career mode. It's pretty much the Cricket 19 career mode. I mean, I'm like 2029. I haven't seen any of this. I haven't seen that you can concentrate on T20 cricket. I haven't seen that you can concentrate on test match cricket. It just doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. A new fielding system, a complete overhaul of the fielding system, that was broken for the first 3 months, and with every update it just seems to get more broken at this point. I really don't know what to say. The cross-platform only works half the time is because they can't quite time the updates to come out on the right platform. I know that's not necessarily in there, it's out of their hands, but the last time they updated online, I'm pretty sure in the latest update that only the team batting second had a ball marker when they were batting. So I don't know if they fixed that. I don't play online anymore because it's completely dull and because there's not a pro team that they said that they would release initially. That hasn't come. So there's absolutely no reason to play online. I have no idea why you would. That was basically my point, and I felt like I didn't say anything that was necessarily wrong, and I feel like that everyone, maybe not everyone, but especially kind of Ross, and when he's kind of tweeting from the Big Ant and his personal accounts, is that anything positive that is said about the game, he will completely lap up. Anyone that's slightly disappointed that they paid full price for a game that hasn't had any of the stuff that they said they were going to have on release, and just a bit like, well, why did I bother? And it's just a bit like, this game kind of died. If I didn't make content on this game would have died for me like a good 5 months ago. I enjoy my career mode videos. I enjoy my Ashes videos. I enjoy my online stuff. Every single video that I make on this game, I enjoy making. But most of the time, I have to get most of the content out of it myself. Whether it's doing different scenarios, whether it's trying to think. I'm not the most creative person in the world. And if I was to play a game like FIFA, NBA 2K, MLB The Show, and different things like that, my life would be so much easier. And okay, those games are a lot more saturated. They're a lot hard to kind of make it in those games. I've made it slightly easier on myself playing a game that is slightly more niche. Okay, I'm not going to have a massive following because of the people that follow cricket in this country is not as much as it is football in this country and different things like that. And I do kind of go towards a predominantly UK audience. I think on YouTube, on my long form videos anyway, my audience is about 60-65% from the UK. Very similar on TikTok, Instagram and YouTube Shorts and stuff. They're a little bit more India thrown in there. But I think probably the language barrier and different things like that and accents can make it slightly more difficult. My humour is very UK based rather than being for other countries. I do have quite a few Australians that also follow me and watch my content as well. But I just, I really don't understand it. I don't understand why I would be blocked or why anyone hasn't messaged me and be like, look, you've tweeted this, because I've tweeted bad things. There was an awful update, I reckon about December time. Maybe it was just before that, maybe it was November. And someone from Big Ant messaged me and was like, look, I feel like you've been slightly unfair with your criticism on the game. Join a Discord and we can talk through it and different things like that. And I said, okay, yeah, that's fair enough. Look, I'll put my hands up, but you have to admit, the game in the current state is absolutely terrible and it's can't play. And to be fair to them and to be fair to the devs, and I don't want this to go towards the devs because they have made a good cricket game and I have no idea what's holding them back from adding more content, whether it's a money issue, whether it's a staffing issue. I don't know, whether it's a licensing issue, whether it's a morality issue. I don't know. Okay, I've wanted a pro team in the game. I have made that very, very clear from the start. I like playing competitively when I play video games. If I play Call of Duty, I'll mainly play ranked play or something like that. And I try and win as much as possible. So to have something like a pro team where I can try and win, where I can build up a team just like you would on FIFA Ultimate Team or anything like that, really excites me. And I have wanted that from, Cricket 19. Since Cricket 05 came out, I thought that okay, maybe not Cricket 05 because Ultimate Team didn't come out until like FIFA 11 or FIFA 12 or whatever it was, so that might not necessarily be true. But since I started playing these cricket games again, I think Cricket 17 was when I came back to playing cricket games. I've wanted something like that. I like playing online. I created my own custom tournaments for all of my Twitch viewers and YouTube subscribers and TikTok followers. Last year, we had 2 of them. In the first one, we had 156 people playing it. And that's just the people that saw the TikTok. There is a whole world of people that would play this game so much more if they had extra content to play. But it's just like, oh, okay. So I start my career mode. I've got a T20 game, a 50 over game, then a 3-day game. I do that for 2 seasons. Then I get called up to county cricket. Then I play the T20 Blast. Then I play the 50 over cup. Then I play the county championship. I do that for 2 seasons. Then I get called up for England. And then I play the same kind of 4-year cycle for England. And it's just like, people are going to get bored of that. And I don't want, in my best interest is for this game to be as good as it possibly is. Okay? The more people that play this game, the more people will watch my videos. That's just how life works. That's why FIFA YouTubers will get 500,000 views at the start of FIFA, and then they'll get 10,000 views at the end of FIFA, because more people are playing the game. It's why my channel did really well in the first couple of months of this game coming out, and then the views have kind of slowed down. I'm fine with that. I understand how game cycles work. I know that people move on to the next game. A game's life is usually only 2 or 3 months nowadays because no one has an attention span. I get that. So if there was more content on this game, you might be able to stretch that attention span from the month or 2 months that it initially was, to maybe you can push it to 6 months, because you have completely free reign on this market. There is no one else that makes a console game for cricket in the world. There isn't. It is only Big Ant. That is all you have to go to, and this is what you are provided. And it just feels like a company that has a complete monopoly on it and doesn't feel the need to push or have any kind of responsibilities towards the community. I got nothing. Everyone that I spoke to a few people who make content on the game and have very big followings. I spoke to GJ Weaver before Cricket 24 came out. Me and Skipper's on speak quite often. I'm often in his streams. We'll often chat on Discord and different things like that. We didn't get any notification that the game was going to come out when it did, or when it was delayed, or what was coming with the game. We literally all went into it blind. And I'm not asking for special treatment. I've got 22,000 followers on TikTok. I've got 5,000 subscribers. I'm not a massive kind of content creator on this game, but just nothing, absolutely nothing from this company. And then to try and look at patch notes and just to see that I'm blocked and kicked out of various discords that I was in for being a content creator on the game and different things like that. Just, it's a real kick in the teeth for the hours that I've spent on this game. Like, literally in my stream on Thursday, people asking me was like, what's a better game? Cricket? Should I save my money and buy Cricket 22 or should I buy Cricket 24? I said, look, if you can afford it, then go for Cricket 24. Cricket 24 is a much better game than Cricket 22. I've tried to be as positive as I possibly could be about this game. And the things that upset me is the things that I think would make this game better. And I don't get why I just get completely kind of kicked out of the loop. To be blocked on Twitter by, I don't know how old Ross is, I mean 50s I guess. But to be blocked by a grown man because I said some nasty things about a game, because I know what this has come from. It's come from the cricket community, Cricket 24 community professional or whatever it is. I've obviously tweeted him and he's been whispering in Ross's ear because he's the only one that sucks off Big Ant all the time, when everyone else that pretty much plays this game has been just a bit like, well, we're not getting a lot. I mean, I don't see any Cricket 24 content being posted regularly. I post 2 Cricket 24 videos a day. Like, genuinely a day. And I don't get it. I just don't get it. It's really annoyed me. This is a very long video and I'm probably going over myself quite a lot. But I wanted to record and kind of get my initial feelings and reactions to kind of being kicked in the teeth by a company that makes a game that I've put so many hours in. I played 50 days on Cricket 22. I've already played 12 days on Cricket 24. Been out 6 months. I mean, that's a lot of time. And that's not to include the times that I spend editing the game, the videos that I make on the game and different things like that. And okay, a lot of people could say, oh, just go and make other content on different games and things like that. But I don't want to. I don't want to. Like, my community is built around Cricket 24 and different things and cricket content. I could make cricket content. I do it on TikTok now and I make these daily videos and talk about cricket. I'd love to talk about cricket more, but at the end of the day, I don't want to get too far away from the kind of community that I built. I don't want to stop making Cricket 24 content, but it does make you think and just be like, they're just going to block me on Twitter for no apparent reason. So I can no longer look at Big Ant's tweets. I can no longer tweet at Big Ant. I can no longer tweet at Ross. I can't see his tweets anymore. I can't do anything. It would just be ridiculous. I mean, I don't know what, if you were to number the biggest Cricket 24 content creators, I might be top 10, I guess. I mean, I don't know. There's not many of us, but I reckon I'm probably around top 10, maybe top 20. Imagine if a top 10, top 20... I don't know. Imagine I'm a Capgun Tom on the feet. I'm trying to think of the different kind of FIFA YouTubers that have been that are kind of at the same level as what I would be if you kind of take the numbers down a bit. I'm not a KSI of the Cricket 24 community, but I do have a following. I still post a lot. I post more than anyone else on the game, I'd say, that I watch anyway. And just to be kind of, it's a bit of a kick in the teeth. You wouldn't imagine that EA are going to start blocking FIFA YouTubers for saying you haven't done this. Now, as I said at the start of the video, if Ross or anyone at Big Ant wants to come on a video and wants to address any of the issues that I had in the game, even if they want to discuss it privately, I don't care. If they don't want me to make a video about it and I can discuss it with them privately, that's fine. Absolutely fine. I'd just like to hear answers, really. I'd just like to know why I was blocked. I don't know. It's really annoyed me. I'm really annoyed by it. I don't really know what the point of this video was. Just to say Big Ant have blocked me, and it just makes you think that I've probably sold quite a fair few games for them over the years. I don't want to take credit for it. The devs make the game, and I think all the devs are great, and I think they're good at what they're doing. I don't know why some of the stuff that I'd like to see in the game, maybe that's not what the rest of the community wants to see. But I know for the hundreds and thousands, probably thousands at this point, of people that I've talked to about the game would want to see and it kind of seems to be very similar to what I want to see. I didn't want to see new licenses in the game. I want to see more content in the game. I want to give this game more life. I mean, the IPL licenses, you can't even play the IPL, so it doesn't even matter. You can't actually make the competition be like the IPL. So why do you need the IPL teams in? To do a play now? Put all the results in a spreadsheet like I used to have to do at one point? No, it just doesn't make any sense. But guys, that's going to be it for today's video. I'm sorry it's relatively long. I don't know how long it comes out in an edit. Probably about 20 minutes. But it's just annoying, I'm just upset and just don't really get why it happened. I mean, I do, because he blocks people all the time. And I guess I shouldn't feel like I'm more important than the other people that get blocked. But I don't know. I just thought I was. But guys, that's going to be it for today. I very much hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to leave a like. Please remember to subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.